Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Welcome to Just K-Pop Tarot, where I use the tarot to just talk about K-Pop. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Today, we are going to take a look at Hyunjin's love life. Hyunjin, he is a member of the K-pop boy band Stray Kids. He is the dancer, rapper, vocalist, and the visual of the group. Hyunjin, as he is most commonly known, was born on March 20, 2000, making him a Pisces. Okay. First, I'm going to start off with his current energy to see how he feels about love and then move on from there. Okay? So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Hyunjin, when it comes to love, how are we feeling about that? And this one right here. Okay, already I am picking up that the thought of falling in love makes him excited. On finding that one person, he does believe in love. He does believe in true love, from what I can see. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention is that, well, things can always change, okay? So, tarot works on current energy, so I think I have done readings on Hyunjin in the past. I honestly can't remember right now. But yeah, just keep that in mind, okay? And I don't claim to know the future, but that is how tarot works. So based on current energy, let's see, happiness. He does feel that he will be very happy the day he does fall in love, the day he does get married. He does picture himself from time to time being married, being happily married. Right now, though, he's a busy man. It will be very difficult now. He's hopeful that eventually to find that happy medium between his work and dedicating time to his wife. Overcome fear. Well, he also fears gold diggers. And with good reason, no? He has worked hard to be where he's at, gone through so much. Some of it has been public and some of it we have not seen. It's behind the scenes. But yeah, that is one fear that he has, that, well, dedicating time to the wrong girl, giving his love, his energy into a relationship that is not sincere. And I see Chanbing of Stray Kids. He's also afraid of that happening to Hyunjin. It looks like from time to time, Hyunjin and Chanbing do talk about love and stuff like that, and that is one fear both of them have to, find the wrong person. Union. I don't know how vocal Hyunjin has been about this, but to him, getting married, well, that's a holy thing. It's something sacred. It's not just something that because society says so, because his parents say so, or stuff like that. To him, it is a serious and it's a holy thing. I don't know Hyunjin's belief system, but it is very important to him. Good fortune. Eventually, he will find a one. It's gonna take a while to get there, but eventually he will. And mindfulness. Okay. I'm starting to see a foreigner here. Blonde hair. I don't know how to describe that shade of blonde. I think it's called dirty blonde. I could be wrong, but it is a dark blonde hair. Tan skin, tan-ish skin. It's naturally like that, okay? She's not like pasty white. I see her walking down the runway, so it looks like she will be a model. European descent or European. cannot remember what brand it was, but I know Hyunjin is an ambassador for a luxury brand, and he's friends with Miss Donatella. So, in those meetings and events that he has to go, it looks like, from meeting this person, meeting that person, that's how he's going to meet his future wife. It looks like she will be younger than him as well. It looks like when they meet, she might be 19, 20 years old. I don't see Hyunjin's age at this time. And I mean, this is the beginning. Let's see if we can learn more about that later, right? But from what I am picking up right now, she might be 19 or 20 by the time they meet. They will date for a while, 3 to 4 years. Okay. And here in mindfulness, Hyunjin is going to make it very clear that, well, he is a busy man. And also military. The military comes up. In South Korea, the men, they have to go and do military service, okay? The only way you don't go is if you are exempt from it, but, you need to have a doctor actually say, okay, you are not fit for the military, so you are exempt. That's pretty much the only way. I don't see Hyunjin being exempt from the military. Once again, based on current energy. That can always change, right? But based on current energy, I don't see him being exempt from the military. So he's already being mindful, letting her know what to expect. And also, well, it looks like she will have social media. She doesn't seem to be like, the top famous models. She seems to be like in the middle. She may be known to some people, but not to, the really top high fashion people. But she's, she's not a nobody either. So one thing also Hyunjin is going to make very clear, well, they are nice stays out there. Stays is Stray Kids fandom. They are nice, but then there's the crazy, psychotic, delusional ones that, think that Hyunjin belongs to them or Hyunjin will date them eventually and stuff like that. So he's already gonna lay it out on the table. And it looks like she will accept that. Also, I don't see her being a stay. Not because she hates Stray Kids or anything like that, but she just doesn't really listen to K-pop. She listens to other type of music, but not really K-pop. Eventually, though, she will become a stay. And I do see her going to concerts with Hyunjin, to see Hyunjin, to see the other Stray Kids. And yeah, there will be some stays that are gonna be happy, and then there will be the psychotic, delusional ones that are gonna hate that because somehow Hyunjin betrayed them by dating. I never understood that, but hey, some people really lose touch with reality, have no life. Let's keep looking. What else? About, okay, there's 2 flipped over. Okay, I'll take these. That's sweet. We had the Queen of Wands, and I chose her my queen, so it looks like that's going to be like an affectionate pet name, I believe it's called. English is my second language, okay, so maybe the way I express or say things may come out a little weird from time to time. But yeah, it looks like my queen. That'll be a pet name that he's gonna have for her. And then we had the magician. And the magician, he has, I don't know if it's a headband or a simple crown around his head, but she's also gonna call him my king, if not my prince, depending depending on her mood. I believe Donatella named him like the prince of her brand, and Ning Ning of Espa, she is the princess of that brand. I cannot remember what brand it is. Okay, you guys let me know. But yeah, it looks like they're going to be very sweet towards each other. The Hangman. Okay, and also this is the after tarot. Okay, so it shows you what happens a second after the regular Rider-Waite Smith tarot. And in the after tarot, there's this figure helping out the hangman, giving him water, just helping. It looks like she will also be a great source of comfort for him. Just listening, being there for him, massaging his head. It looks like he really likes that when somebody massages his head. It relieves a lot of the stress that he feels away, so she will be a great comfort. She will be help. We had the moon. It looks like she's also a little bit spiritual. She doesn't really go to church. I don't see her going to church. She does believe in a higher power. It looks like she believes in God, but whatever God is to her. I don't see it like, the traditional Christian or Catholic God. I don't see that. And I'm also getting spiritual vibes from her. So she does, in her own way, believe in God, whoever God is to her. But she's not Christian or Catholic or anything like that. So in her own way, she believes in higher powers. Five of Swords. JYP is Stray Kids company, and it looks like at first they're not gonna be happy. I think it was JYP company that said idols cannot date their first 3 years of their career. I think. So technically Hyunjin, he is allowed to date now. But still, companies like it better when the idols are single because the delusional psycho fans, those are the ones that apparently spend the most money because of their delusional minds. So yeah. But at the same time, behind the scenes, there will be those that are happy for Hyunjin. We have the Four of Wands. Yeah, Hyunjin eventually does want to get married. Once again. With this Miss Europe, that's what I'm gonna call her. Miss Europe here. Like I said, it looks like she might be 19, 20, maybe 21. 21 comes in and out. Okay. But let's say in between that range, 19 to 21 when they meet. Hyunjin, he was born when? 2000. So he's 25 right now. I'm filming this in the year 2025. So he's 25 right now. So it looks like he might be somewhere in his 30s. Not more than mid-30s from what I can see, okay? Another thing I see here is that, well, they might date 3 to 4 years, give or take. 5 at most. But Hyunjin, from what I can see here, he can always change his mind, right? But from what I see here, he believes that dating 5 years and not getting married, that is way too long. 5 years for him, that is almost like a waste of time, a waste of money, a waste of effort. And Hyunjin is not wasting his time. He does not want to waste time. He does not want to be spending a long time here and then find out it doesn't work and jump into another relation and another. He doesn't want that. So he takes dating very seriously. France. Hmm. French or France? What is this about? Actually, no, not this one. Let me grab this one instead. What is this about? French, France, what is this? I have two there. Okay, the High Priestess. The Fool card. Nine of Cups. Okay. The Moon card. Excuse me. And the Eight of Cups. Okay. So it looks like she might potentially be from France or French descent. Most of the time her work seems to be there in France or Italy. So she switches back and forth. She's a model, right? And from my understanding, that's where the fashion industry is at. I could be wrong. I am not part of that world. But from my understanding, that's where the fashion industry is the most, right? France, Italy. Eventually, though, it looks like she and Hyunjin are going to be living together in South Korea. Not permanently. I see them switching back and forth. France, Italy, Korea. It looks like her family is in France. So, of course, she's going to visit family. Oh, and not just her with their children. So, it looks like Hyunjin eventually will have children, a boy and a girl. 3-4 years apart from each other. The girl seems to be the oldest, and the boy seems to be the youngest. It looks like Hyunjin is gonna have to learn a little bit of French. Yeah, because France, French, they seem to be coming up a lot from what I can see. So yeah, for her work, her family, and it looks like she is also able to speak French. And she will make an effort with Korean, okay? From my understanding, Korean can be a little tricky for some people, so not as tricky as Chinese, right? But still a tricky language. So it looks like she will also be willing to make an effort for him. All right, and that is it, guys. That is all I am picking up when it comes to Hyunjin and his love life, his potential partner. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for waiting for me. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for supporting all of my videos, whether it's the long ones or the short ones. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. And if you have a request, leave it in the comments below. Do be aware I have a lot of requests, and well, my time is limited, so I will do my best to get requests out. But yeah, it will take a while, okay? And also, my buy me a coffee is in the description box below if you would like to help me out a little bit. If you can, though, okay? If you can, that is appreciated. If not, liking, sharing, and subscribing also helps me out a lot. Alright, guys, I wish you guys the best. I wish Hyunjin and his future wife the best, and their little babies, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.